So I went back to 3.2, and one of the things I noticed is that you've given a few different iterations of this, which is that's fine, and you picked this one as your final iteration for your portrait, and I think that's pretty good because I think that's what really exemplifies his personality, and it's just a great shot of Jack Black. It's just that's him, man. That's what he is, right there. um, Now, the issue I'm having is that is your live trace. The trace here is basically you've taken all of the detail out of the face, leaving only the mustache, the beard, the eyes, the eyebrows. The problem with that is that you haven't left yourself any tonal variation in here. Now, one of the things I was looking for is the actual photograph that you use to base this on. I really, really wish I had access to that because that I can really give you a very, very effective critique with that because I would be able to take a look at the transition from the photograph to the illustration and then of course from the illustration to the portrait. Right now we're going straight from the illustration to the portrait. So I basically am missing some information here. The information I'm missing is some of the things that you can use to build depth into this, because right now we just don't have any depth. And how do we build depth? Well, it's actually very easy. And the way we do it, and that's the reason we want to try to establish these tonal variants in the live trace or the image cutout, whichever way that you prepare the image. And what that means is this, is that there's certainly a shadow here. There's certainly shadows under the eyes here. Absolutely. There's a shadow up here, shadows on the side of the nose, shadow right here, indicating the cheeks, shadows right here on the side. There's all these shadows, and we really need to learn how to use those. So we can use those. You don't have to exemplify every single shadow, but certainly there's no nose here. There's just completely flat. The face is completely flat. So we can, let me show you an example. I think this is probably the best way to do this. How do I do this? Oh, I know how I do this. I know exactly how to do this. We'll go down here, we'll go down here, and we'll find Scott's, and we'll say, okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, and as we can see, this is wonderful, wonderful piece. Robin Williams. But you can see that not only do we have the black areas, like the top of the shadow areas, okay, we've also got these other little shadow area, lighter tonal areas here. So you've got the black and you've got the mid-tones right here. So they're indicated very nicely. Now, you can actually create a typographic portrait with just black and white. It's very stark. It ends up looking really, really super stark. So that's why it's really a great idea to add some grays in there. Let's take a look at your actual portrait itself. Okay, no nose. Right now, this Jack Black is really interfering with the composition. One of the things I think that is a problem is that you've only in one or two places are you actually manipulating type. Movies, rocker, this right here where it kind of panda poo, where it kind of curls out there showing his hair. California right there kind of curls out. Everything else has been placed traditionally. There's no contours, there's no shapes, there's nothing forcing these actors, I just read that, nothing forcing these letters into the shapes. They're just kind of laying on top of the shapes, and that's where we're getting the flatness, okay? So the eyes would clearly, here you've manipulated those, that's good, but the eyes would clearly have those, the nose would clearly have a shadow over here, and you would just have to manipulate type in there. I don't think using type in the face is a good idea. I would say keep the face white except for the shadows. Don't try to indicate the face using the type, okay? Other than that, it's just really, I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you something. You know exactly who you're looking at as soon as you open the thing, the portrait. And it's not even because of the word Jack Black. I mean, you can tell who it is. So again, more variation, more words, UCLA, 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 UCLA. That's just, listen, I'm going to say this word, but don't take this the wrong way. It just seems that's kind of convenient. Okay, I'll play UCLA. I don't think I'll copy that, copy it, and make his upper torso. And that's just, you can tell that that's kind of a shortcut. You really can. I mean, you can really say that, wow, this looks really good. I wish this designer would have taken some time to develop this area here. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with some of the other areas in the portrait itself. So, all right, that's what I have. So hopefully that helped. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a holler. Okay, thanks.